Welcome back to the channel, where you bring the latest news and deep dives into pressing issues. In today's video, we are discussing the Australia Deportation Bill, the controversy surrounding it, and the far reaching implications this legislation could have on immigration policy and the Australian community. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell to stay updated on all things newsworthy. The Australia's deportation bill is one of the most talked about pieces of immigration legislation in recent years. Introduced with the aim of tightening immigration controls, the bill seeks to give the Australian government border powers to deport individuals who are considered a threat to national security or who have committed serious criminal offenses. But while the government's justification for the bill may sound straightforward, the consequences have sparked heated debates across the nation. So, at its core, the bill outlines several key provisions: automatic deportation for convictions. Individuals who have served prison sentences of serious crimes such as terrorism or organized crime can face automatic deportation, even they have been in Australia for decades. Expanded deportation criteria. The bill expands the scope of deportation to include individuals who have not been convicted of a crime but are deemed to pose a risk to national security. Removal of appeals process. In some cases, the bill limits the ability of individuals to appeal their deportation orders, meaning that once a deportation order is made, it can be hard to reverse. Stronger border reinforcement. The bill also provides for an increased focus on border enforcement with more resources for monitoring and investigating individuals who may be at risk of deportation. While the government's objective is to enhance security, the bill has sparked significant controversy. Critics argue that it could unfairly target long term residents, many of whom have lived in Australia for most of their lives. For instance, some individuals who have committed crimes many years ago may find themselves facing deportation even though they have since rebuilt their lives and contributed to the community. One major point of contention is the impact this bill could have no families. Many deportees could be separated from their loved ones, including Australian born children, causing emotional and financial hardship. This has led to protests from human rights groups and community organizations who argue that this bill is both harsh and unjust, particularly in cases where individuals have long since served their sentence and shown signs of rehabilitation. The broader implications of the deportation bill go beyond individuals' cases. Critics warn that it could sow fear and mistrust within immigration communities. People may feel like they're walking on a tightrope, worried that a minor infraction or even an association with certain individuals could lead to deportation. This could affect their participation in the workforce, community activities, and ultimately their sense of belonging in Australia. Families, in particular, might find themselves torn between their future in Australia and the threat of being torn apart by deportation orders. Additionally, for long term residents who have put down roots in the country, such as owning homes, building careers, and raising children, deportation could feel like a betrayal by a country they call home. On the flip side, supporters of the bill argue that it is necessary for Australia's security and sovereignty. They contend that deportation criminals and individuals who pose a threat to national security is essential to protect the safety of the border population. Some also believe that the bill will send a strong message to would be criminals and extremists, reinforcing the idea that Australia will not tolerate criminal behavior regardless of how long someone has been in the country. One of the often overlooked aspects of the bill is how it might impact Australians' international image. While the country prides itself on being a land of opportunity known for its diverse and multicultural society, the passage of the deportation bill could tarnish that reputation. Critics argue that the policy may be perceived as exclusionary, possibly leading to diplomatic tensions, particularly with countries whose citizens are at risk deportation. So, what happens next? The bill has yet to pass through all stages of legislation, and its future is still uncertain. It faces strong opposition in the Senate, with advocate calling for reform to ensure fairness and protect the right of immigrations in the coming months. It is likely that we will see more protests, legal challenges, and public debates as the government tries to push this bill through. As you can see, the Australian Deportation Bill is a complex and controversial piece of legislation. While security is important, it's essential to strike balance that respect human rights and ensure fairness in the immigration process. We will be keeping a close eye on how this story develops. So make sure to subscribe and let us know your thoughts on the bill in the comments below. Do you think it's a necessity step for national security or does it go too far in the approach? We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.